First update. I'm bald. I shaved my head. um, Hang on, let me move this because I tried to do this, but I need a little bit of notes. Um, yeah, I'm bald now. I felt to shave my head, but we're gonna grow it out. It's gonna be chill. Um, but welcome to the August newsletter. Wow, I already missed July, but that's okay. Um, so much has changed. It's been so busy, but so good at the same time. Let's get right into like these updates and everything. Genuinely the biggest update, arguably, like this chair keeps sliding. Like biggest update of my life, truly, is the Lord has moved upon a prayer house. I felt from God to kind of start a prayer house. It's called Selah. So it's Selah Prayer House. Right now, it's just a Reading Prayer House. It's not Bethel's. It's not mine. It's not that person's. It's just a prayer house. Um, so I kind of want to just briefly explain the three sides of this ministry. The first side being the actual room itself, these worship nights that we've been doing every other week. Um, it's really all about who's leading in the sense of 1 Corinthians 13:10, I believe, speaks on, when I was a child, I acted like a child, and now I've matured to become an adult. And it's this idea of like, of course I'm childlike. I'm not a kid anymore. Of course I'm not worried about performance. I'm not a kid anymore. And I think that when you mature in Christ, you now have the mental capacity to focus on the actual music itself because everything else is ingrained in you. You're not focused on trying not to perform or focused on, you know, you get to have fun. So it's like basically, I have a pool of people that I pick from prayerfully and add to prayerfully, take away from prayerfully. Um, but basically, it's let's jam, like let's truly jam, and it's been great. Um, which opens the door to like way more creativity, which is the second side of the ministry is pushing creativity. And right now, what it looks like is we are looking to start recording everything because we have like full bands in people's kitchens and stuff every other week. Drum set, full drum kit. I don't know if you can see my keyboard and stuff, but I've been messing around with some loops. So we're gonna try that out tomorrow. Um, Multiple guitars and everything. And so I'm believing God for the equipment to professionally record everything. And that way I can mix it, make it sound good. And we actually post the songs on Spotify and whatnot, fading in and fading out. So we actually get to show this new oil of creativity. Because back to like that first side of the ministry, it's you have worship leaders and you have psalmists, and there's people who are both. There's people who lean more this way and a little bit of that. I think I lean more heavy towards like a psalmist, where writing, you write songs and you write from a place of, whether that be, David writing from a place of going through war or lament. And then you have worship leaders, which is we're all more familiar with, I feel. And I have a little bit of that, but more so this way. The idea is, what if, like, how creative can you get if you have people who lean towards psalmist? So that's also a big part of the first side of the ministry. But um, there's going to be like this fresh oil every time, there's fresh songs every time, and there's something so special about like when these are written with God, all in the same room. Those people that are present, it's such a gift, and it's a thing that you share. It's a connection you share. But then going and recording those things and actually sending them out, and so you have like unique um, riffs, or like it's a jam, and so the vibe is different than what you normally hear. Um, and so pushing that creativity, but then also studio producing certain melodies and hooks that we feel to, if we want to make this a reggae song or this one this song or that song, you know what I mean? Which is also super sick because now you're pushing creativity into a in an evangelistic way where you're making really really just good studio produced music instead of worship sounding music. um, and people just like music, but now it's talking about God one way or another. The third side of the ministry is arguably the most important, and it's the prayer. It's the prayer part of the prayer house. Every other week, we're looking to have a group come together, not like open invite. Everybody who attends is encouraged to go and pray, though. And I eventually want to have ways to activate people in that, but having a set group looking for direction from God, whether we go out in the street go to this place, that place, or be in the house worshiping and having communion with one another, seeking God for um, what He wants us to pray for Reading, the Reading Church, and Bethel itself, as well as this specific ministry and direction for it. And, as we get themes, we're not just singing worship songs on these worship nights, these Selah nights, we're actually singing prayer songs. So directly pointed to these themes that we're feeling for those four things. And that's it. That's Selah. That's what the vision that God has given me. There's so much more, but I think like as things unveil and things happen and God leads us, I'll make more videos on it for sure. I want to make a video like just showing you guys all the different confirmations and how this came about too. I think that'd be super helpful for people or just insightful. Um, Second thing, I don't know if I've said this before, but come May, probably, I'm going to be doing a studio internship for the church that I go to. Um, so being downtown, Reading, in the studio, learning to live record music more, which would be perfectly in line with this Selah stuff, which is great. Um, right now, or pretty soon, I'll be starting a volunteer position that they extended to me so that I can still be in the room, still be involved, but have a little bit less required of me because I've been planning to do second year of ministry school. So that's awesome. And then third thing is potentially being a part of our young adults group for the church, which is called Tribe, because they're doing some amazing creative things. Uh, and then depending on some things, potentially Young Saints as well, which is our youth ministry. And so I'm being or I'm prayerfully trying to decide and discern, and allowing God to speak on those two things. Um, with that being said, uh, those first two things, Selah and the studio internship, as well as work, my big question mark is second year of school. Excuse me, the second year of school. Um, I have so much faith and confirmation in the Selah stuff, the internship, and then if this young adult stuff opens up, it's not me that opened any doors, but second year kind of so far has felt like, oh, I did first year, I might as well do second year. And I just want to give a 100% yes to what I do. And so as of right now, I'm leaning towards not doing the second year of this ministry school. I think the only way that I would entertain it much more would be if I didn't have to work at all, like at all during the school year. Just because I'm trying to balance capacity. I want to give 100% yeses everywhere I go. And I can't guarantee that I can do that for school. And the reasons why I want to do school doesn't involve school. Like I want community, but you can get that if you're intentional enough outside of school. So that's me. That's the life update. Also, we're in a new place. This is sick. So we're bald and in a new house. It was a bit of a headache getting in here and figuring everything out. But God is good and He made a way, seriously. Um, I want to personally thank Sam, Josh, and Brian for sewing into me. And also Jack for just sewing into me, Linnea as well. Yeah. Um, oh, and Miss Jackie, love you so much. Um, just for sewing into me. Um, it is such a gift. And I can't thank anyone enough who prays for me, who thinks of me. Um, and if you sow into me as well, that's so beautiful and it's such a gift. Um, here are things that I'm believing God for. So pray with me, seek God with me as we go on this journey that's been unfolding, and it's becoming so beautiful. Like when I came out here, part of my testimony. Oh, I gotta do a video on that too, huh? Dang, I gotta make a list of these videos for real. But when I came out here, I didn't know what Bethel was. I didn't know what BSSM was. I didn't know what any of this stuff was. I was hardly following God. But God said Reading, and it's just now starting to make sense why He called me here, of all places. I'm beginning to get a heart for it, for this place, and He's giving me direction and a way to do it. But here's what I'm believing God for. First is music equipment, stuff for my personal stuff like school, not school, music stuff. Like I'm putting on Spotify. In my link tree in the description, I have some of my music there. I put out 2 songs this past month. So personal music equipment upgrades and stuff, and then also Selah upgrades, or really just equipment. Period. Um, if you're curious about that, I do have my Instagram somewhere in the link tree, I believe. Message me there, or on Facebook. My name's Ezekiel, I think Kapili Court. Um, if you have questions on that, or if you want to be praying into something specific, equipment or anything. Second thing is my debt paid off. I actually racked up debt doing this first year thing, credit card debt and all that kind of stuff. So prayerfully seeking God for prosperity. Truly, I believe that that's something that God has for me, even while I'm stewarding the little. Um, Third thing is my car being paid off and fixed, or at that point, a new car. I have wonderful, beautiful, genuinely beautiful opportunities in Oregon and Sacramento. God has been opening so many doors for venues, like possibly Selah, like tours almost, where we can go to different places and start to just uh, dig wells and till the soil in different places that is not Redding, but bringing what we have. And so, as God leads, I'd love a way to be able to drive up there more consistently, build connections with people and everything. So, either my car paid off and fixed, also registered in California, and you know, getting insurance stuff figured out and transferred as well to this new state, um, or just straight up a new car would be sick. Um, Protection over me, my household, um, everything like that, praying for that. Discernment, as now I've been given opportunities compared to last year. It was like, all right, God, you open a door. I feel like that's you because everything's closed and you've intentionally closed everything. But now so many doors are open. I have to decide where we're going. And so discernment, that I would discern what is life and what is death and what is God and what is not. And then also just more of a heart, the heart of God for wedding, that my heart would break for what breaks his. So that's me. Please pray for me. Please reach out, message me, literally. Uh, Words of encouragement. I really just want to continue to live a lifestyle that's like I'm doing ministry, even if I'm not in freaking Africa 24/7. Um, but God is moving so much in so many different parts of my life. And so I'm grateful and excited. But that's August. I'm going to try and lock in on like stuff like my testimony, stuff like, you know, Selah background stuff and maybe my music background, whatever. I just want y'all to know everything. So I got to slowly knock those out. Oh, man. All right. Let me see you. Bye.